So I'm here with Laura Haycock, who is the author of Empower, a menopause action plan for organisations. And she's with me as part of our Practical Inspiration Authors Business Book Awards 2026 Finalists LinkedIn Live series. So first of all, Laura, congratulations. Great to have you here.
Thank you so much. It's obviously a real pleasure, and what a great occasion to celebrate.
It is, isn't it? I'm so enjoying this series. And I'm asking all the authors, same question. Why did you write this book?
Well, it's a subject that's really close to my heart, I guess, as it is for a lot of people. And it's very much inspired by my own personal experiences, but also professional experiences. So in my late 30s, I started, like many people, experiencing a strange array of symptoms, but not really knowing what was going on. And in my early 40s, it was really starting to have a huge impact on me at work, with struggling to stay awake, getting extremely anxious, having major problems with my memory and planning. So it really knocked my confidence an awful lot. And I'd have probably considered giving up work if I hadn't been a single mum by this stage. So that was not an option. So it was a pretty tough time for me. And eventually I found a way of managing it and have come through the other side. But I know that if I had been able to ask for help at work, I would have climbed out that hole much sooner and had much less negative impact on my career and earnings. So I also know that I'm not alone in those experiences. There are many, many women who go through it. I'm a business psychologist. I work with senior leaders, helping them optimize their performance. And I'd recognized for some time that when I'm working with senior women, health often comes up as a topic on the table in a way that it might not with so often with men. So I really started to understand how menopause is a driving factor in gender pay gap and the disadvantage that women experience in sustaining their careers, and felt like I really felt like I needed to use my skills and experience to help in this area. So that really kind of prompted me to start looking at it. And to my amazement, there were very few, if any, books published specifically for employers on this subject, that would help them change this and make their organizations more menopause inclusive. So there was a real opportunity to have an impact here, and add something of real value.
I think that's so true, because there are so many books nowadays on menopause, which is fantastic. And
Yeah.
the vast majority of them are aimed at women to support them through that period. Why does it matter to the organisation as much as the woman?
There's a huge strategic advantage for employers in empowering women through their menopause years. By being more menopause inclusive, you're much more likely to help women continue to participate in the workplace, to perform at their best, to keep progressing, and getting to those sort of higher earnings, but also to thrive and maintain their well-being. And right now, although organizational budgets, I fully understand, are very squeezed for many employers, and there may be significant misgivings about prioritizing diversity and inclusion initiatives at the moment. The fact is, women over 45 make up about 22% of UK and US workforces. And that's much, much higher in areas such as education and healthcare. So it's not actually a minority issue at all. It's 100% a business critical issue. So that matters. There's a real positive advantage of investing in this area. But right now in 2026, there's a huge focus on it because the UK's Employment Rights Act 2025 has now made menopause action plans mandatory for larger employers. Yeah, so that's fantastic news. And by April 2027, if you have over 250 staff, you will need to have a menopause action plan in place.
And this is the book to help you do it.
Yes, it will. You know, the government's put out some guidance, which is fantastic. But Empower is 100% in line with that guidance and more. You know, what it does is it provides a full roadmap that enables employers to deliver meaningful change, and from that see meaningful results. So that's backed up by research with case studies from those fantastic organizations that have led the way in this area, and all pulled together around a framework that helps any employer, no matter what the size, adapt their actions to deliver a really great menopause action plan.
I'm so excited by this because I think, you know, it's not, you now have to do it. So, you know, you've got to comply for compliance reasons. You have to have this in place, but it's also the right thing to do sort of morally and ethically for supporting your people. And it's also a really sensible business decision because, as you say, it's all about engagement and return on investment and all that good stuff. And
yes, and right now that matters so much. I mean, I believe, as you do, you know, it is the right thing to do. But for organizations to invest in change, they need to know what the commercial and strategic return is. And I think that the case for that is very, very strong because so many people are potentially impacted within the workforce. So the book really tells that whole story, you know, what menopause is, how it impacts women at work, why it matters to organizations, but then very critically what they can do about it.
Fantastic. So pleased that we have published this book, and very, very pleased that it's been recognised as a finalist in the Business Book Awards. How did you react when you found out that you
Well, I was thrilled, of course. I was preparing myself for disappointment, but I was absolutely thrilled, and perhaps didn't behave in the most demure way.
Excellent. Was there shrieking?
There was some whooping and fist bumping, so that was great. It means a lot for me, both personally and professionally. Writing the book was a huge investment, and it matters a lot that other people who I respect and admire believe that I did a good job in the writing of the book. You know, that matters enormously. But it also matters because it helps ensure that more organizations and the women who work for them hear about the book and benefit from it. And, you know, that's its purpose. I'm not just looking to sort of add to the noise around this, but really sort of add value that will make a difference. And so, you know, the award will help with that.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, congratulations again, Laura. I couldn't be more pleased, more proud. It's just fantastic. And I look forward to seeing you in September at the awards dinner.
I shall try to behave in a slightly more demure fashion.
We want whooping, we want fist pumping, all of it. It's all, bring it all.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for your time today.
Great to talk again.